Hi, it's Patty from Give Yoga NC. I've prepared a floor class for you today. It's not quite beginner, but not too difficult either. And if you have 2 blocks, grab 2 blocks, and we're going to get started in a sitting position. So if this is hard to sit on the floor like this, you can prop yourself up on some blocks. And then just sit with your ankles crossed, and then think of a string growing your spine nice and long. Just close your eyes and just start to soften. Notice how your ears are over your shoulders and they're over your hips. So everything is lined up, chin is level with the floor. And then just start to feel yourself sitting here in this space. Maybe you can hear some noises either in your belly or in the room that you're in. Can you feel the air against your skin? Just notice if there's any taste lingering in your mouth from the last meal you had. Just step away that everything that you've been doing to get here on the mat today, and let go of everything that you have to do once you leave. Just focus on being present here in this moment. And then slowly open your eyes. We're going to sweep our arms wide and high. Big inhale. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms wide and high. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Again, inhale. Exhale. Good, last one. Big inhale. On the exhale, left hand comes to right knee, right hand comes behind. Now pause here, pull your belly button in, grow tall, and then use your core muscles to start to twist the torso over to the right. Grow a little bit taller on the inhale, on the exhale, twist. Use your hand to press against your thigh or your knee. Good, now turn back to face the front, but keep your hand on your knee. We're just going to start to drop your head over towards this left shoulder. Start to drop your shoulder down towards the knee. So you're starting to feel a nice stretch in the right side body. And just hold here for a breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And with each exhale, just feel yourself sinking lower and lower. And then sweep the right hand out to the right, and then let it fall back and flip your palm towards the wall behind you. Kind of push out through the base of your palm so you're getting a nice stretch through the forearm. And then just let your head get heavy. Feel this nice stretch. Good, and then slowly come all the way back up. Let's do some more breaths. So inhale, grow the spine tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. On the exhale, twist. So right hand comes to left knee, left hand comes behind. Now pause here, pull your belly button in, grow tall, and use the muscles to twist you over to the left. Maybe look behind you with your eyes. Good, now keep a hold of your knee. Slowly turn back to face the front, but start to drop your shoulder, your right shoulder towards the right knee. Let your head drop to the right too. So already you should be feeling a nice stretch along the left side of the body. And just let the body droop here, get really heavy. Notice what you notice around the hip, right? The lower back, maybe up towards your armpit. And then reach the left hand out to the side, let it fall back and just let it hang here. Flip your palm towards the wall behind you and then push out through the base of your hand. So you're getting a nice stretch through the forearm and through the wrist. And just let everything hang here. Good. Really let the head get heavy. Let's take 2 breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, and then use your hand to pull you all the way back up. Good, hands on your knees. We're gonna start to tuck the chin around the back and just hang back a little bit. Just wiggle side to side, feeling the ribs pulling back. And then tuck the chin, inhale, lift the chin up. Good, arch back. Really jut your chin forward so you're getting a nice stretch through the throat area. And then tuck the chin around to the back. Good, lean back. Good, and then forward, inhale, lift, arch the back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Jut the chin. Good, this is a great sequence to do first thing in the morning or even before you're going to bed because it's kind of nice and slow and methodical. And then tuck the chin, inhale, lift, arch the back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Really open up the throat section. Good, and then slowly come back to center. Take the legs out wide. We're going to use the blocks. So I like to just bring my hands up on the blocks and then pull your belly button in. Think of that string growing tall. Excuse me. And then start to walk forward. So you're kind of leaning into the blocks when you start. If you don't have blocks, no worries. Maybe grab some books to prop yourself up on. And you're just leaning far enough forward. We're still really early in our practice. So notice what's happening in the inner groins here. That's what we're targeting first. So notice I'm not collapsing and rounding in the back. Think of a string pulling your heart forward, and that should take you nice and deep into the inner groins. And then as you start to loosen up, start to walk the hands forward a little bit more. And it's sometimes nice, you can even prop yourself up, take the blocks a little higher so that you have your elbows on there. But we always want to remember that Goldilocks principle. You don't want too little, you don't want too much, you want just the right amount. So as we hold the pose, you might feel things starting to open. So then you can drop the blocks down and start to go a little bit lower. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Soften the face. Relax your jaw. And just try to stay in the moment. Keep tuning into all the different sensations that you're feeling in the body. Right, in yoga, there should never be any sharp shooting pain. If it's just this kind of dull ache, try to sit with it and soften into it. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then slowly start to walk back up. Let's just move the blocks off to the side. Hands come under your knees, pull them together. We're just going to go into a little bit of a reverse bridge. So your feet are pointing straight ahead. Take your hands behind you so that your fingertips are pointing straight ahead as well. You might need to walk your feet in a little bit. Now push down through the hands and feet and lift the hips up. Tuck your chin and let your head fall back. And you should be feeling this through the shoulders. So really push down through the hands and feet, lift the hips up. Notice what you feel along the glutes and the hamstrings. Good, take 1 more big breath. And then on the exhale, drop your hips towards your heels. We didn't move the hands at all. And now we're gonna pull the elbows towards the wall behind you. Drop your head and just feel that nice stretch through the shoulders. I'm kind of leaning side to side to get deep into the shoulders. Think of your rib cage kind of falling and melting towards the floor. And then inhale, come part way out, lift the chin, arch the back, and then roll back down one vertebrae at a time. And just lean side to side, kind of bend the elbows back, maybe straighten the elbows and bend them back to really get into the shoulders. Good, and then slowly come all the way back up. So hands are on your knees and you're just sitting tall here. And we're just going to bring the hands around behind you again. You can have the fingers pointing out to the side for this one. And we're just going to windshield wiper the knees side to side. Just take them side to side, nice and slow, kind of waking up the hips. Good, let's do one more each side. Good, now leave them off to one side. So let's say we're leaning them off to the left. We're going to take our right hand all the way around and then weave the right hand through the left under the armpit. So my spine is long, I'm pulling my belly in and then twist. You should be feeling this all the way up the spine. Twist, 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 and then come back to center. And let's windshield wiper the knees back and forth again, one time each side. Now leave them over to the left, or sorry, the right, and then bring your hand all the way around and start to weave it under the body. Twist, 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 twist. Good, and then hold it, and then slowly come back out. Good, just scoot back a little bit, and we're going to make a zigzag kind of with your feet. So your front shin should be lined up. I have a round mat, but if you have a rectangular mat, your front shin should line up with the top of your mat and your back shin should line up with the side of the mat. And we're just going to sit tall here. So if you feel like you're really leaning over, grab a blanket and just place it under your right hip here. So I've got my right foot forward, and then take a big inhale, grow tall, and then slowly just start to walk your hands forward. And you don't have to go too far before you feel this in the hip. So just let your face relax. But feel the jaw start to soften. Just feel the upper body getting heavier and heavier as you walk your hands away. Good, so we're targeting the hips here, but some people feel this in the glutes, some people feel it in your inner groins. And you can stay with your arms straight here to get lots of feeling, but if you aren't feeling it so much, you can drop down to the elbows. Notice that my spine is still staying long. And then just focus on your breath. Watch your inhale and your exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Good, and then slowly start to walk back up. And we're just gonna wiggle the legs all the way over to the other direction. So your front shin, you've got 90 degrees in both of the knees. Your front shin lines up with the top of the mat. Your back shin lines up with the side of your mat. And then just try to sit tall. Try not to be leaning one side or the other. Try to sit tall. And then leading with the heart. Think of that string pulling your heart forward. Start to bow over that front leg. And just start small at the beginning. Like even just sitting, for a lot of you, this might be a lot just sitting here, and maybe eventually just start to lean a little bit forward. You should be feeling this deep in this front hip. If you're feeling any knee pain, try to flex the foot of the knee that you're feeling some sensitivity in. And then again, if you've got your blocks or your books, you can just lean forward. I'm going to take them up a little bit higher. Keep reaching the crown of your head forward, and then just soften into this shape, right? Feel the upper body start to relax, your shoulders relax, your face is soft, and just keep tuning into what you notice, right? The sensations, just becoming aware. And then come back to your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Good. And then nice and slow, push your hands down into the floor or the blocks and sit all the way back up. Good. All right, let's bring your left shin in towards your inner groin, and your right leg is straight. We're going to take a big inhale, grow tall, and we're just going to fold forward. So again, if you've got your blocks, you can walk your hands forward on the blocks. Really listen to the body. Just notice what you notice. Try to keep your right foot flexed. So by that I mean the toes pointing straight up to the sky. And then just scan your body and start to notice where you feel some sensation. Try to let the upper body get heavy. I'm not rounding my back. I'm still reaching my heart forward. And then just let the body, the torso, get heavier as you sink towards the floor. Come back to focus on the breath. The breath is a great way to help anchor your mind, right? We call it monkey mind. Your mind is just darting all over the place, so keep drawing back into this present moment, drawing your awareness into the sensations you're feeling in the body, and then bring the mind back to the breath. Watch the inhale, watch the exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then slowly walk the hands back. We're going to slide your foot further in towards your knee that's bent, so that you're facing the leg. So we're right now we're facing here. We're going to try to turn our body to face right over top of the leg. Take your opposite hand. So I've got my right leg extended. I'm taking my left hand to the outside of the shin, and then pull your belly button in, grow tall. Start to lead with the heart. Think of that string pulling your heart forward. Just start to fold over your leg. So notice how, even though it's just a slightly different position of the leg, notice how we're getting into a different part of the body. You should be feeling this maybe a little more acutely in your lower back, right? Maybe you're feeling it in the back of the leg, the hamstring, if you're tight there. Everybody's going to feel it in a slightly different spot depending on where you were tight, how you slept last night, what you did in the garden yesterday. So that's okay, right? Be gentle with yourself. And let's bring the mind back to the breath. So inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale and soften. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. One more. Inhale, lengthen. And soften. And then slowly walk the hands back in, and then let's switch legs. So stretch the left leg out. Bring the right heel in towards your right inner groin. We're going to fold forward first. So if you like using the blocks, go ahead and use the blocks. So take a big inhale. My toe is pointing straight up towards the ceiling. And then just start to walk the hands forward. You don't have to lean too far forward until you feel it in the inner groin, or maybe you're feeling it in the hamstring. If you're feeling tightness behind your extended knee, the leg that's straight, put a little micro bend. So I'm digging my heel and just putting a little micro bend in the leg. And then as time passes, keep folding a little more forward. Thinking of a string on the crown of your head, stretching your spine long. And then come back into this present moment. Right? Scan the body. Notice what sensations you're feeling. And then bring the mind back to the breath. So inhale and exhale. So try to inhale through the nose. And then you can side out through the mouth. If you're more experienced, inhale through the nose. And then keep the lips closed and exhale out through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good, and then slowly start to walk back up. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're feeling nice and grounded. So bring the leg in a little bit. So the legs make more of an L shape. We were facing straight in front. Now we're going to turn to the side so that the middle of your chest, you're trying to line it up with the knee. I've got my left leg straight, so I'm going to take my right hand to the outside of the shin, and that'll help me pull my chest over towards the leg a little better, and then start to slide the hand down the leg. And you go as deep as you want. Keep pulling the belly button in, lengthening the spine, and then just start to melt over your leg. And every body is different, right? Every shape is going to be slightly different, and it's all okay, right? Just notice how you feel in the shape. There should be something there, right? You don't want it to be so easy that you could just fall asleep in this pose. You want to feel a little sensation. And then just keep deepening into the pose as time passes. See if you can pull the torso down towards your leg a little bit more. Eyes are closed, face is soft, and then bring the mind back to the breath. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly walk all the way back up. I'm going to take our legs straight and just kind of give them a little shake out. Good. And then sit up tall. You can have your hands kind of up on spider fingers behind you to help lengthen the spine up. We're just going to work the toes for a second. So point your toes, then drag the baby toe out to the side, and then toes come straight back up. So point, drag the baby toe, and then bring it all the way back up. 2 more times. Point, flex, back up to the top, point, flex, bring it all the way back up to the top. Good, let's bring both feet together. So we're trying to bring our feet as close to our bottom as we can. I'm taking my hands around the ankles, and then think again of that string lengthening the spine up, and then another string pulling your heart forward. Your elbows tuck into the sides, and just start to walk your chest forward. And I like to still bring the blocks here so that when I get a little deeper, I can put one elbow up on the block and just have my head supported. So again, we're targeting the inner groins. We've done a lot of inner groins today, so hopefully they're starting to open. And then just settle into the pose. Find the shape that your body's making. And then just get still and observe, right? As your body gets used to this pose, you might be able to go a little bit deeper. Just find the shape that you're able to feel a little something. It's that Goldilocks principle again, not too little, not too much, just right. And with each passing moment, your body will surrender a little bit more. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then inhale, slowly walk all the way up. Just move the blocks off to the side. We're going to come up into tabletop. So your hands are directly under your knees, your shoulders are directly over your hands, and your hips are over your knees. We'll just do a couple of cats and cows here, but we're going to flip one hand, the fingers, towards your knees, so your thumb is on the outside. And then take a big inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And then spine comes back to neutral. Flip your hand around, and then let's flip the other way. So inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And then walk your knees in a little bit, and we're going to flip both hands so the fingers are pointing towards your knees, thumbs are on the outside. Curl your back toes under, and then just start to lean back. So you're getting a really nice stretch through the front of your wrist. So if you're on the computer a lot, this is a great way to kind of open up the wrist, maybe leaning side to side. Good. And then come all the way back to center and flip the hands out. Right, let's take our right arm forward, thumb points up, stretch the left leg back. Good, and if it's too much to bring your foot up off the floor, just keep your toe to the floor. Otherwise, lift up and then reach the fingers and the toes away from each other. Take a big inhale, reach, 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 and then exhale back down. This is working our core as we do this. Stretch the left arm forward, right leg back, and then inhale up, and then reach, 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 and release. Good, let's go back to the front, or the first side. So right arm, left leg, spinal balance. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, tap the floor. Inhale, arm and leg reach up. Exhale, tap the floor. One more time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, lift up. Now hold the hand here, bend your back leg. See if you can reach around and grab the foot. If you can't reach the foot and just kick back, place your hand on the floor, flex your foot, and just pulse up. 1, 2, 3, and return back to center. Good. That's a tricky one if you've never done it before. All right, left arm, right leg, spinal balance. So tone the abs, shoulders away from the ears. Take a big inhale, stretch long. On the exhale, tap the floor. Inhale up, exhale, tap. Inhale up, exhale, tap. Last one, inhale up. Now hold it here. Bend the back leg, reach around, grab the foot, and start to kick your foot back. Lift the chest up. Good. Get a nice stretch through the shoulder and the hips. If it's too much, hand comes down to the floor, flex your foot, pulse, 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 pulse. And then knees are wide, big toes are touching, stretch all the way back, child's pose. So your head comes to the floor, your arms are stretching forward, and just surrender into this pose. Good, maybe wiggle your hips side to side. Good, take another big inhale, come part way out. On the exhale, let's walk our hands over to the right, stretching your left arm way up into the corner. Anchor your fingertips down, pull that left hip back. Feel that nice, yummy stretch all the way along the left side of the body. Good, then inhale, walk the hands back to center. Exhale over to the left. Stretch the right hand up into the corner. Anchor the fingertips. Pull the hips back. Good, so you should be feeling a really nice stretch along the right side of the body. Good, and then walk the hands back to center. 2 more breaths in the center. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, and then slowly come all the way up. We're going to spin our legs around to the side. And I want you to flex your feet and just grab onto your knees and then grow tall. Think of that string pulling the spine nice and long. We're going to take our right hand to the outside of the left foot, so the left baby toe. Now start to tuck your chin around your back, just like we were doing angry cat earlier. Round the back. Now push your hand into your, or push your foot into your hand like you're pressing, on the gas pedal. So round and push. Push. Keep rounding the back. Push your foot into your hand and resist back with the hand. You should be feeling this up around your shoulders, the upper back. Good, and then release. And then we're going to take that same left leg and just bring it around behind you. Try to bring your heel as close to your buttocks as you can. And this might be a lot for you just to stay here. We're trying to open up our quad. You can kind of lean off to the side to ease up on the quad a little bit, but try to sit up tall if you can. If you're not feeling much here, I want you to take the next level up. So take your hands, place them behind you. Your fingers are pointing towards your buttocks. Push down through your right foot and then lift the hips up. And this will take it deeper into this left quad. So I'm stretching my knee, my left knee, forward and down. I'm pushing into my right foot to lift the hips up. And you should feel a really yummy quad stretch. Good, let's take a breath here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and slowly come down. If you really like that pose and you want to hold it longer, just press pause and then come back and do the other side. All right, hands on knees, grow tall, shoulders are on the back. We're going to take our left hand to our right baby toe, then tuck the chin around the back. The other hand can just rest on the floor. Keep rounding your back. Think of a bar right at your waistline, pulling you towards the back wall. Good, and now press on the gas pedal. Good, so hand is resisting as the foot presses into the hand. Keep rounding back. Think of your rib cage moving towards the wall behind you. So this is a really good one for the shoulder, the upper back. Good, and then slowly come up. And we're going to take that right leg, swing it around behind you so the heel is just touching the side of your body. And then just decide, do you want to stay here and just sit upright? This is a lot. We're trying to get into the quad. Maybe you just stay here. Maybe you want to lean away a little bit to try to get into the quad. If you're leaning this way, keep toning up your right buttocks a little bit. Or if you want to take it up to another level, hands come behind the body, fingertips point forward, and then lift the hips up. Press the knee down into the floor so you're really getting a nice, yummy quad stretch. So we've really focused mostly on the lower body in this class today, which always feels good. Good, one more breath. And then slowly release all the way out. Good, so just come back to sitting again. We're gonna open up the shoulders and neck a little bit before we close. So let your arms just kind of hang to the side. Take a big inhale, squeeze your shoulders up. Squeeze, 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 and then release. Take a big inhale, squeeze, 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 and release. And then the last one, squeeze, 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 and release. Good, hands come onto the knees. Pull your belly button in, grow tall. Drop the left ear down to the left shoulder. Then take the right hand and just reach it away. Good, let the head get heavy. Feel that nice stretch along the side of the neck. Just feel the body start to soften. Feel the head get heavy. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together on the back gently so your chest stays broad and open here. Good, now slowly drop the chin towards your collarbone. And see if you can feel a different part of the neck being activated. Good, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, and then nice and slow, bring the head back to center, bring the hand back up, take a big inhale, grow tall, and then drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. Take your left hand just out to the side, reaching away. See if you can draw the shoulder blades together on the back and down, and then just let the neck slowly open. We unconsciously hold a lot of tension in our shoulders and our neck. So just let the head get heavy. Good, now slowly drop the chin towards the collarbone. Good, then bring the head back to center. Slowly bring it all the way back up. And then just turn to the side, and we're going to slowly lower all the way down to our back. Hug the knees into your chest, and just start to roll out the ankles a little bit. Maybe you hear some snap, crackle, pop. Maybe scrunch up the toes, spread them wide. Good, maybe flip the feet up towards the ceiling, grab onto your ankles and pull the knees down towards the floor. Or you can grab the baby toe side of the feet and pull the knees down towards the floor. Maybe start to stretch one leg straight, Maybe the other leg straight. Doing this a couple of times. Good, and then draw both knees together. Hands on top of your knees. Now keep them where they are, but let your arms release to the floor, and then drop both knees over to the right. See if you could turn your head. If it's okay with your neck, turn your head to the left. And then just let the body get heavy. Really sink into this shape. So notice what you notice. If you want to take it up a notch, take your right hand up onto the thigh and press down. See if you can move your ribs over to the left a little bit. Really getting into the spine. And then head back to center. Draw your knees together. Bring the knees up and then drop them all the way over to the left. Your head turns to the right and just soften here. Maybe take your left hand and pressing down on the thigh. Move your ribs over to the right to deepen the twist. Really stretch that right arm away from you. And then just settle. Eyes are closed, face is soft, jaw is relaxed. Slowly bring the head back to center. Draw the knees back up. Hug them in one more time. Maybe bring your forehead up towards the knees. And then stretch the arms long. Legs are long. Hook your thumbs. Just give your whole body a nice big stretch. And then just take up lots of space on your mat. Try not to be touching anything. So if you've got the blocks, just move the blocks away. Palms are facing up. Feet are falling to the side. We'll just stay here for 1 minute. Just feel yourself getting heavier and heavier. Just letting go of any tension, any stress in the body. Now gently begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggling your toes. Maybe take the arms up overhead, hook your thumbs. Just give your whole body a nice big stretch. And then when you're ready, bend the knees and slowly roll over onto your favorite side. And just pause here. Notice how you feel now compared to when you first started. And then using your hands, push yourself all the way up into a sitting position. Just hands in front of your heart, close your eyes and grow tall. Good. It doesn't take too much time to really just open the body and allow your mind to feel present, right? To access that observer. Thank you for joining me today. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.